Number 24, and these
Gaganda ng clothes nila.
Oo nga, ano po.
Clothes ng books.
Wala kasi simple lang books. Talagang ganun lang yung ano niya, personality niya makul. Talagang mapang-asal sa court. Stop ng po yun na, walang araw.
teams have been prepping for the season tip-off game for months, Chris.
Oh, and for the players, the main feeling on opening night is relief. You know, all that hard work during the offseason and preseason is finally over. And now it's time to have some fun.
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. Filling out the wings, it's going to be Booker and Brooks. Williams is out there with Royce O'Neal, and it's Gillespie in at the one. Booker, and he buries his first look.
Just bouncing off of contact. Booker putting in work in that weight room.
Here's Ball. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Stolen by Miller. Booker against Ball. Pass to Knipple. The three is up. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Yeah, once he put it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Booker finds Williams. Clock at 6. Second chance effort.
Gets
rebounded by Charlotte. And this is year 2 for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster.
18 feet out. Charlotte needs to get off a shot. Knipple, no good. The Suns have gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Gillespie. Screen by O'Neal. The rebound by Bridges. The Hornets have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And here's Knipple from the arc. And Booker pulls it down.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And there's the lob. Stolen by Bridges. Ball outside. Just 5 on the clock. And the bucket is good.
Yeah, he just finds a way. Ball determined to get that bucket.
It's Booker on the wing, guarded by Miller. Screen by O'Neal. Booker, the pass to O'Neal. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. He brought up the difficulties that come along with guarding Devin Booker, and he told me the hard part with Book is that he's a 3-level scorer and a willing passer. He's not just an isolation scorer. They use him in a lot of different actions, so you're constantly chasing him. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now here's Booker. Pass to Gillespie. Screen by O'Neal. Gillespie passes to O'Neal. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Here's Ball, and Ball throws it down.
Wow, did I just see that? I mean, LaMelo with the artful dribble.
And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7", or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. that combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
And so it's Phoenix with it. After the basket by Charlotte. And he gets the bucket.
Making room for himself. Booker using the pick and roll to great effect.
There's Ball with a three. And Booker pulls it down. The Suns trailing. 1:03 left now in the first quarter. Williams with the screen. Outside Booker. Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
LaMelo on the attack. He can do damage from anywhere. They love to see him get to the rim.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
It's Green
So
pala.
both teams making some changes here. Here's Green. He had 9 points in his last timeout. And there's the drive. Played it in. Nice touch off the window.
This is what makes Green so elusive, so difficult to cover. His ability to destroy you with that hammer.
Pass to McNeely. Inside. Just 5 to shoot. White. Good.
Attacking the heart of that defense. What I like about White, he can finish with either hand.
Pabalik siya
Green
kaya.
against Ball. Blocked. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
Pabalik siya kay Buwa siguro.
Goes up off the inbound. Can't get the layup.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Charlotte Hornets. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Charlotte.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
McNeely is out there with Williams. Then it's Kobe White. Then there's LaMelo Ball. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Back to Ball. They
Third
swiped
no
it.
steal.
In transition, here come the Suns. Pass to Dunn. And here's Allen on the wing. Green. Here's Iguodaro. Oh, look now. Post All-Star break. Breaking down three-pointers and other shots.
Walang yan.
And they've really been letting it
Pagka
fly.
ball ganon.
You see more and more teams doing
Bagay
this in
labas.
today's NBA, given the league's increased focus on perimeter shooting.
Well, every year we see a few teams that exceed expectations, Richard. In your experience, what's the blueprint for an overachieving team?
Well, a lot of times you see new coaching staffs unlocking a roster. Other times it's just healthier bits of competition. And don't forget, health is always a huge component.
Here's Green. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And you watch Jalen Green, the second pick of the 2021 draft. He is built to score, Richard.
Yeah, he's a terrific shooter. Moves easily around the floor. And his ability to make mid-air adjustments, yeah, that's something different.
McNeely's checked in for Tillman. Phoenix also changing it up. Brooks, he's checked in for Dunn. Devin Booker comes in for Goodwin. And Gillespie is subbed in for Allen. Ball finds Miller. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, yes. Two loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." Guys, back to you.
Looking to set the standard. Allie, thank you. Outside, Green. Again, Phoenix, good for two.
You can tell Green likes to move quickly. He gets that ball and he's taking the shot in just a few seconds.
Ball outside. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Pass to McNeely. This one for three. The kick out to Ball. In transition, here they come. And it's Green missing.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
All right, let's take a look back at last season and see the teams who collected the most second chance points. Fourth, the Hornets.
Second chance points were crucial to their offensive production, so they worked to maximize that strength.
Knipples checked in for Charlotte. And the Suns also making a change. O'Neal's checked in. Up top, Booker. He's guarded by White. Pass to Gillespie. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Brooks. Over Knippel. The 3, O'Neal. And the shot clock expired. 24-second violation. Mark Williams, he's checked in for Iguodaro. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Ball ventures inside and converts.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
The Suns have gotten 3 or 4 field goals in the second quarter. Here's Gillespie. Off target from the wing. The Hornets with a lead. Up top, Ball. Pass to McNeely. And they're pushing it up. Here's Brooks. And finished off by Brooks.
Yeah, the moment the fast break starts, Brooks is out in transition, and that hustle gives him the edge.
Well, under the current salary cap, it's not sustainable to have 3 max contracts. Richard just asked the Suns.
Yeah, you got to have depth to win in today's NBA. The Suns traded away that depth to have 3 max players, and that limited their ability to put together a cohesive roster. Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Ball into the lane. That one's off for him. 6 for 11 now.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Down low. Brooks. And finished off by Brooks.
Yeah, just showcasing his athleticism. When Brooks gets open space around the rim, he looks to throw it down with authority.
Pass to Knippel. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Booker. Oh, the slam! Get up, Devin!
And with his skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
Knocked away. Brooks with it. Guarded now by Ball. Brooks, the pass to Gillespie. And he drops it in from the low post. And now it's an 8-point Phoenix lead.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Pass to McNeely. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. White, good.
If you get any space, LaMelo will find you. So be ready. And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Outside for Booker. He got it up. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Phoenix leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be right back after this word.
Welcome, everybody. The story thus far being written by Devin Booker. He has been everywhere.
Ever since Booker made his trip to the finals, he's become much more than an elite shooter. He stepped his game up 5 more levels. His confidence, his overall presence, that really affects this team.
Absolutely. Devin's always been a big-time scorer, and now he's also a leader for this team.
And next up, a look at the top performers for each team in that first half.
Yeah, these two are getting after it. They're working overtime to be the guy. They've got each other fired up.
It's almost like they're playing their own game of one-on-one. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. LaMelo Ball with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, filling out the wings, it's going to be Booker and Brooks. Royce O'Neal is out there with Mark Williams. And it's Gillespie in at the point guard position. Miller out to the right wing. And here's Knippel from the arc. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Gillespie. It's Booker on the wing. Booker gets it done inside.
Keep feeding the hot hand. Booker has it going in this one.
Hornets trail by 7. Everyone knows Devin Booker for one thing, Richard, his ability to score.
Yeah, I always think back to that 70-point game he had against the Celtics. He was only 20 at the time, the youngest ever in that 70-point club.
Launches a 3. Booker splashes in the triple.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Here's Knippel. Brooks defending. Bridges outside. To the inside. Diabate. And the layup is good. Diabate's gotten his second bucket.
That's just smart basketball right there. Finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
To the middle. Right side O'Neal. Now here's Williams. The D's right on him. Pass to Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires high post. Ball with the rebound.
I'll be honest, I'm surprised he missed that.
Booker against Miller. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Ball outside. Pass to Knippel. Puts up a 3. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 6 rebounds in the game.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. From going to the finals in 2021 to missing the playoffs last season, Grant, things have not gone according to plan for the Suns.
Well, you know, BA, they followed that trip to the finals with a 64-win season. And they went all in with the big 3 of Booker, Durant, and Beal. And that just didn't yield the results they'd hoped for.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Devin Booker grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but around age 15, he moved to Lost Point, Mississippi to live and train with his father. Booker said, quote, "I understood the goal and I just embraced the culture and the inner city. They took me in. It was really important time, and it was good for me." Brian?
Thanks a lot, Allie. Again, the miss by the Hornets. Phoenix leading by 11. Outside, Williams. Outside O'Neal. Fast break. Here come the Hornets. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
I like Miller's vision. I mean, he sees the court well and makes really good decisions with the ball.
Pass to Diabate. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Screen by O'Neal. Booker attacking. What balance from Booker.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
To the wing, right side. We've got 1:48 left in the third. And here's Knipple from the arc. Counted from distance. Knipple's got 8.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Booker, pass to O'Neal. Here's Gillespie. To the paint. And Williams punches it home.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Phoenix leading by 6. 55 seconds left to play in the third. Brooks outside to the inside. Here's Booker. Pass to Gillespie. Ball with a steal. Ahead. Here's Bridges. Back to Miller. Ball looks over the floor. 5 to shoot. LaMelo sending it.
You know, when everything's clicking, ball can steal the show. And we're seeing it right here.
Brooks down low. Stolen by Ball. Fast break. Here come the Hornets. And here's Knipple from the arc. And it's Phoenix for the rebound. Booker's got 5 rebounds tonight. And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
And whatever the D has thrown at him, he's had an answer. His offense is coming naturally to him because he keeps things simple. You hear that, people? Keeps things simple.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Suns on top, up 4. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next.
Once there was a father with...
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Brandon Miller is out there with Kobe White. Then it's Knipple. Then it's McNeely. That's the Hornets 5. Ooh, stolen by Allen. In transition, here come the Suns. Booker, the pass to Dunn. Outside for Booker. Back to Dunn. Pass to Booker. The outside leaner. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
When you're that open, do you really need to go with the leaner?
Here's Knipple. Allen defending. Here's Knipple. Out left to the wing. Here's the 3. Buries it from 3. Knipple's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
Pass to Green. Green going at the D. Iguodaro off with the layup. Charlotte trailing. And there's the foul. It'll go on Grayson Allen. That's his first foul of the game. And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. O'Neal, he's checked in for the Suns. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Charles Lee talk to his team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
To say Devin Booker is a tough cover, well, that's an understatement.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Well, when you send him to the line, you know what the outcome is likely to be.
Oh, with a head of steam. Miller against Green. Pass to Knippel. Diabate. O'Neal pulls it in. The Suns lead by 3.
Side view.
To the middle. Here's Allen. Lays
Side
it
view.
up and banks it in.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Miller with it. Green picks him up. Miller can't get it to go. For Phoenix, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Booker surveying the floor. And he gets it to go again. He's connected on 10 of 15 now.
That bucket is what makes Book so special. He's a 2 with the handles of an elite point guard.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Offensive rebound. Here's Diabate. Down low. And another shot. Shot clock at 6. Here's Knippel. Again, the miss by the Hornets.
That is not a bad decision to pull from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Bucket! That one goes!
You could really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Cash from downtown!
This is not the same guy we saw in the first half. Credit him for finding a way to shake off those first 2 quarters.
Green. Ooh, Green with a vicious dunk.
That is a dunk contest worthy move. Green just putting on a show right there.
Ball into the lane. Oh, an answer slam.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
And there's the screen. Green outside. Outside Booker. Intercepted. Fast break. Here come the Hornets. Now Miller. Oh, he finished it off. A beauty of a pass.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
Stolen by Ball. Here we go. All alone. And no hesitation on the jam. In transition.
And give credit to Ball's quick thinking. Outstanding job reading the opposition and pouncing on the steal.
Green in the post. Started by Miller. Oh, he misses. Charlotte trailing. To tie it up. Ball against Allen. 5 on the clock. Up top Ball. Oh, got a piece of it. And they're running. Allen on the wing. Here's Green. Allen outside. 18 feet out. Ooh, it doesn't go. Huge moment here.
Have to stay calm in these situations.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
And they go to the intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. There is a lot on the line. And he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point. So I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
It's a 3-point game. To tie it up. It's good from beyond the arc.
Another great throw from my alma mater. Making a name for himself. I mean, this guy has a fantastic J.
And the timeout called here by Jordan Ott. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys.
Alvin! Bumibel na ko eh.
Stolen by Bridges. Cashes it in!
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
And the timeout called here by Jordan Ott. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
They could actually go for a 3 and win here, but I think they may play it safe and try to send this game to overtime.
Booker.
Don't
Yes, sir.
He's putting on a scoring clinic, guys. If it wasn't for him, they would not be in this game.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game.
Andy.
Time expired. We're going to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment.
Help, sir.
Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun.
All right.
Here we go. Here's Gillespie. Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Miles Bridges is out there with Kniffel. And it's Diabate in at the center position. Booker fires. Oh, he nailed the jumper.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Ball with it. O'Neal covers. Now Bridges. Here's Diabate. Williams defending.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And that one misses. So it comes up empty at the line. The Suns leading. It's Booker on the wing, guarded by Miller. Booker against Miller. Williams. Here's Booker. Yet another steal from him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it.
Stolen by Booker. And Miles Bridges is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And And the Suns shooting very well, 62% and going right at the defense. Brooks, right side. Now Booker. 4 on the clock. He launches. No, it's off target. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Outside ball. A thunderous two-hander with authority.
A true playmaker. When ball isn't creating for himself, he's creating for others.
Uy! Ano ba? God.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
In tense situations at the line, they can count on him to keep his cool.
Here's Diabate. Miller outside. Ball. Oh, no good. And there's the call on the Miller ball. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. Due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, how about the poise he showed there, making this a 2-possession game.
Ball. Oh, the stuff.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Here's Booker. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Here's the pass to Williams. Outside Booker. Williams, a screen on Miller. Here's Williams. Stolen by Bridges.
And the game has come down to this. They need a score, or you can practically call it quits.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
Well, that could have been the end of it. Instead, he hands them a lifeline.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
A chance to tie it up here.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2. But if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. He draws the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he's unable to get the second one. And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
They should have a play prepared for this scenario. Little time, you need a 3. Of course, the D will be guarding the line, but no one said it was going to be easy. The whole arena knows they need a 3 to force another overtime.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Well, he's not the tallest guy on the roster, but man, can he board him play.
So a close game sees Phoenix taking this one. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And let's reveal our player of the game, Devin Booker.
Sana pag pinapanood ko highlights ni Booker, pinunod mo pala. Okay, take the way. Cost pay.
Wala akong shooting. Hindi mo pag wala shooting. Puro isa. Try yung pag-uusap.
Novita accidentally rolled the 12 zodiac dice. In the next second, he turned into a big rat. Doryman got so scared that he banged his head on the door and passed out. Seizing the chance, Novita ran off with the dice. He planned to take advantage of Shizuka with the dice. Suddenly, Novita slipped on his feet. He even fell straight off the roof. At the same time, the dice landed on the pig of the Chinese zodiac. Novita's mom heard the strange noise and opened the door to check, only to see a wild boar in her yard. Novita's mom chased the wild boar with a broom and hit it. Novita yelled, "Mom, I'm your son." In the end, Novita's mom chased the wild boar away. Soon, the wild boar banged its head against the yard wall. Then Novita turned back to his original form. It turned out the wild boar couldn't